Inside Afghanistan as U.S. prepares for troop withdrawal, U.S. faces surplus of COVID vaccine as demand slows suspects charged with hate crimes in Ahmaud Arbery's deathCapitol riot. Suspect Richard Barnett, who famously posed on Nancy Pelosi's desk, released from jail where Biden stands on key foreign policy promises as he nears 100 days in office. New York to end curfew on bars and restaurants in May. Judge denies video release in fatal shooting of Andrew Brown Jr. Supreme Court hears case on students' free speech rights on Snapchat. Supreme Court weighs teen cheerleaders' free speech case. India's COVID-19 crisis. Over 300,000 new cases for sixth day in a row. COVID wave plunges India into health crisis. Bodycam video shows police fatally shooting Anthony Alvarez. Rudy Giuliani draws scrutiny from investigators. Feds raid Rudy Giuliani's NYC apartment amid Ukraine investigation. Federal agents execute search warrant at Rudy Giuliani's home last week. The 44-year-old politician ended his 3-week hunger strike after finally being examined by non-prison doctors after weeks demanding independent medical treatment for a number of complaints. The hearing on Thursday was on Navalny's appeal of his February conviction on defamation charges for insulting a Russian World War II veteran. "I am just a horrible skeleton," the shaven-headed Navalny, appearing gaunt on the screen, told the court in which his wife Yulia sat on Thursday. He said his weight had fallen to around 159 pounds, noting he hadn't been that light since around the 7th grade. Navalny said he'd requested some carrots and apples from the prison to help him recover from his hunger strike, but hadn't received any. The Kremlin critic was sentenced earlier this year to 2.5 years in prison for violating the terms of a previous suspended sentence. He was arrested in January soon after his return to Moscow from Berlin, where he spent 5 months recovering from severe poisoning with the Soviet-era nerve agent Novichok. His arrest sparked a series of mass demonstrations across the country earlier this year, and thousands of people took to the streets again last week in support of the opposition leader. Load error. I'd like to say, my dear court, that your king is naked. Already millions of people are screaming about it because it is so obvious, Navalny said in his remarks to the court on Thursday, referring to Putin. The court dismissed his appeal against the defamation conviction. Meanwhile, Navalny's nationwide political anti-corruption network was disbanded ahead of a court ruling to declare it an extremist organization, the politician's senior ally Leonid Volkov announced on Thursday. The ruling is expected to put all members and supporters of the organization at risk of up to 6 years in prison. Navalny's ally Vladimir Asherkov, the foundation's former director, who lives in exile outside of Russia, told CBS News earlier this week that he believed the Kremlin was taking such dramatic steps because over the years, Navalny and our organization emerged as the most important opponent to Vladimir Putin. Navalny's team also revealed on Thursday that Russian authorities had apparently opened yet another criminal case against Navalny and 2 of his key allies, this time for allegedly setting up a nonprofit organization that infringed on the personality and the rights of citizens.